All right, Icy family, welcome to Endless Collectibles channel. We got another episode of Crochet, Collectibles, and Chatting, along with a very special guest. We've got the Geeky Crochet. How you doing, ma'am?
Hi. Hi, everybody. Well, I thank you for having me a guest on your stream now. Uh, it has been a
Oh,
long
you're a
wait.
co-host.
Oh, yeah, it's true. I am the co host of this amazing podcast. A really interesting name, Crochet, Collectibles, and Chatting. I'd like to say hi, R2. Hey, Avery. How you doing, guys? Thank you so much for coming.
Yeah, I see Avery, I see TD, and I see
Dee-dee!
R2. How you guys doing tonight?
Oh,
How has your week been going?
there is R2. Kudos to you for Drunk 3PO. And yes, I did see that a couple days ago that Drunk 3PO had started to follow you, but I
That
thought
is
you already
awesome.
knew because like your bio, which I did see that you changed it, said Drunk 3PO's member of the Drunk 3PO army or something like that. And I'm like, oh yeah, well, sounds fair since he is being followed by Drunk 3PO. So kudos to you.
That is awesome. So, the Geeky Crochet, what do you do on your channel?
I do so much. I can't even explain it. Okay. So I have a weekly podcast on pure traditional storytelling, which is a blast. And little by little, I have been gaining a sweet audience, really, really supportive. Oh, there it is, the Droid Army. Thank you so much.
There we go.
Um, and yeah, and always, Avery's always there. R2's always supporting me. Sam from Dubai has been my the first people who have been showing up on that. And then by monthly or twice a month. Okay, I don't know how that works, but twice a month I have another podcast with my other co-host R2, and next time it's about movie reviews after the weekend. And next time we are going to be reviewing a movie that I didn't think would hit um, would hit such a broad audience, would be so popular. We're going to be reviewing Willow, 1988's Willow. Um, Beautiful classic. So,
Yeah, I can't wait. And I love your lore telling, your storytelling on
oh,
Thursdays. Very good
thank you.
stories, very involved, different voices for the characters. You really make them come alive.
Thank you so much. It's really difficult for me to actually get people to come and listen because they think storytelling, oh, yeah, I'm going to get my kid here. I'm like, no, it's not for your kid, man. Just leave the children alone, and come and listen to me. And yeah, well, thankfully, it is reviving the community that we have and that is growing on Twitter, which is so amazing. Um, has been giving me a chance, actually. They gave me a chance. So I'm really thankful for that.
Yeah, shout out to all those in our community that help us out and grow all of these channels. So it's just been great. So, some programming notes when it comes to this podcast, we're going to announce that the Crochet, Collectibles, and Chatting podcast will be exclusively on the Endless Collectibles channel. So, it'll be on this channel every other week. And we just felt like that it was going to be the right thing to do when it comes to scheduling and just with IRL stuff that we got to take care of. So, every 2 weeks, it's going to be on this channel. In October, though, the dates were going to be slightly offset, and we will announce that on our Twitter when we're going to go live with that.
Yeah. And I really
So,
want to thank Rayon for that because, yeah, um, I mean, it's amazing to have all these people around and actually having people say, "Hey, can I come on your channel?" But I feel like you know we can make other people also grow. And I know that Rayron has more than one channel on
I
his,
do.
so that's quite a challenge.
It is, but I'm so passionate about so many different hobbies that if I felt like that I needed to separate just so I can grow those independent communities and eventually have them come together on my Discord, on my website,
Mm.
rayronvr.com. You'll find all the information that you need there. currently we are building a Discord server. I've got one of my good friends said, "Hey, I want to manage it." It's like, okay, go for it. So we're currently in the process of building that for you guys to chat, share your collectibles, and have fun in there.
It's amazing because I did leave the server. I was on Neuroderotics server on Discord. I left it because it was like way too much. There was just so much information. There are like 900 people on that Discord, which is great for him. But it was just insane. And I really like to keep up with my notifications. I really like to keep up with people in general. And I'm really into um, having a discussion with people and just making friends through that way. And it was insane. There were so many things. So I just kind of stuck with the arts part. They had model building, which Rayron, I think you would have loved.
Oh wow.
Yeah, I mean, and they were like they were getting it up to date like daily. There's this guy who probably does it for a living. I mean, he builds models of I think it was Transformers. I think it was.
Okay.
Yeah, and then
Yeah,
he
like the
had the
figurines and so forth.
arts. Yeah, and then they had the anime, the manga, and the arts part, which I also was a little bit involved. But then you had like Friday Night Tights, you got Az's craziness, Ryan's rants, Odin's pizza obsession, stuff like that. And so everybody
Yeah, it
was
gets
just,
overwhelming.
yes. So
Yeah, and that's the balance we're gonna have to do with this Discord because my Discord is going to be encompassing all those different hobbies. So I'm trying to figure out how to manage those three. So again, still work in progress. I will announce it when it is ready to go, but I kind of want to take my time with this one.
oh, and what's really nice about Discord, and I've mentioned this to R2, is that it's really well focused. I mean, you can it's really well organized. Whereas in Twitter, you just launch everything what's on your mind, which is also good. But when you want to keep it on topic, Discord I think is really good because you say, you know what, focus on what you're trying to tell, or these are the different channels. Focus the discussion on that. And yeah, I mean, I just found it so good,
Right.
basically.
All right. So that's pretty much all the announcements I have for today. And we're going to go ahead and get to the main event. So, Geeky Crochet, you've been working on something all week, haven't you?
Not all week. It has taken me 2 weeks.
Oh, 2 weeks.
2 weeks. And last week, actually, I have been doing almost 8 hours a day to this project, which I will now premiere on
All right.
this
Let's see if I don't.
podcast.
Let's see if I don't boomer this.
Oh, please don't mess this up.
There
Okay.
we go.
Oh,
All
I'm
right.
so
What do you got
great.
for us?
Ladies and gentlemen and ladies, do I have any ladies in the chat there? I don't think I do. I only have gentlemen. Well, then, gentlemen and gentlemen, I
Well,
give
for those
you.
who are going to watch in the future, you may have ladies watching in the future.
Okay, fair enough. Reruns. Yes,
Yep.
reruns, of course. So, ladies and gentlemen, I give you my newest amigurumi doll, Princess Serenity. She is ready. Okay, thank you, TD. You're going to be. There she is. This is Princess Serenity, the crochet amigurumi doll with my new pattern. It has been quite a journey with this pattern because I'm going to lift up my computer because I do not have these fancy stuff that all these great YouTubers have. I only have my simple computer and my cell phone headsets. So Princess Serenity is built on you guys are never going to believe this. This is actually an avatar pattern from a Russian crochet artist. So what I'm going to do is, I'm sorry, I'm going to do this. Yes, I'm kind of messing this up, but I promise you that if these things work, if all these live streams go more into pro, I will be purchasing new new stuff.
Hey, we all
There
got to
she
start
is.
somewhere.
Yes. So there she is. I want to turn her around. So Princess Serenity, as you know, is Sailor Moon, but she is a princess of the Moon King, which actually is in charge of everything. So I'm just going to be turning her around. I did I kind of messed up here in the arm thingies. I don't know if you can see that. I tried to grab there she is, the design of mm, the shoulder things that she has. So not too much light now. So I don't know if you can see that, but I was able to capture that. And I say that I messed up because these shoulder pads should be on the shoulders, and I thought they were just like hanging down on her arm. Well, that's okay. That's my personal trademark. And it's crocheted underneath. The dress is crocheted, which took me about 3 days of 8 hours a day to do. And this dress is organza, and I posted a film. I posted a little video of the fashion designer that we have, a good friend of mine who actually makes my dresses. So I did do the little moon on her
Oh, that's so cool.
forehead, and I tried to capture the eyes. I'm still working on that. And she does have a mouth, but I have to put her a little bit more pink in that. So she still has a little few things to work on. But yeah, she's up for sale. She is finished. Gonna turn her around, her massive hair, all her long hair, and obviously her buns, her dumplings. So um, if you do get her, you can you can see that she does have her two dumplings separated. It's just that there's so much hair on this one.
I always call him Meatball Head. That's how I
Okay.
remembered it. From the US. I love it.
So, well, actually, in Canada, she was called a meatball head, but I like the dumpling ones.
Yeah.
And you were there on Saturday. I saw you with the with Lethal Lightning and Lady Gravemaster.
Yeah, it's a
So,
great time to be a Sailor Moon fan with that going on and with us kicking this up. It's great.
so yeah, this is my premiere. And what I really liked about this pattern is you can actually see her fingers. You know, it's very well detailed. I do still have to work on a few things, like her feet or her legs, because the original pattern, like I said, is based on an avatar alien. So those have really, really, really long legs, and the male ones have these thick thighs. Now, this one also had thick thighs, so I had to change the pattern. And when you change the pattern, oof, it gets difficult with the counting of the stitches and stuff like that. So but I'm really happy with the result, actually. Extremely happy. I hope somebody else will.
So, two questions. So, how long have you been crocheting? And what do you think you're at when it comes to like skill level?
Okay. So I've been crocheting since 2017, so that would be 4 years. Okay. So 4 years ago, I had a little problem, which was I have a little niece who is um, who is an only child, and she gets everything that she wants. And I am slash was a second language English teacher who is paid very little and cannot afford unique unique dolls for the kid. But she's my only niece, so I was thinking, okay, I need to get this girl something unique something that her parents will never buy and will never be able to purchase. And also, I have to give a lot of thank you gifts this year because a lot of people have been helping me out in the storytelling community, actually. And they're basically from the States. So I was thinking, what is the fastest thing I can do um, for Christmas? And I was thinking, well, I do cross stitch, but it's extremely slow. So I was thinking, well, let's try something new. And I was browsing through Twitter now. I was browsing through YouTube, and I looked up knitting and crocheting, and I looked at crochet and said, okay, well, let's do this. So I basically taught myself through tutorials to crochet, and I taught myself how to read a pattern. And it's basically like you learn how to read music. So that's how I got into crocheting. So when I started off, I did these little cute little owls, and for my niece, I did a Toronto Maple Leafs beanie because I needed to start off the girl, on the right foot. And her dad, my brother, no, her dad is a Toronto Maple Leafs fan, as he should be. So, um, so I gave her that. Unfortunately, children grow, and I don't know what happened to that beanie. All I know is it fit her, and then it disappeared. That's the end of that beanie.
So from beanies to figurines, you've come a long ways.
Yes. So after that, I said, I really like this, and I seriously need therapy. I didn't have Gothic therapy. Shout out to them. I didn't have Gothic therapy at that moment, so I got. So I
Yeah,
said,
massive
well,
shout out to them.
yeah, they're such a great duo, a lovely couple, really. And I thought, well, let's do something a little bit more fun. And I'm a very I guess, yes, I am a Jill of all trades, but I'm also pretty daring with myself. So let's do a pony. I love ponies. I love My Little Pony. So um, I found a pattern. I worked it out, and I did my first huge pony. I didn't think it was going to be so big. It was about like half a meter high, 50 centimeters. I don't know how that is in inches. I'm a Canadian, so I don't know. And then afterwards, it just got, I mean, I just challenged myself. And I really do like realistic things. I mean, I love details. I love going into like things that go beyond people's imagination, and and just challenging myself. How real or how close can I get to this, to something that I love. And at to answer your second question, I hope I answered the first one. To answer your second question, I am probably intermediate advanced, maybe. I am not totally advanced yet, believe it or not, because um, I do not know how to make a pattern. I probably could, but I'm extremely lazy because it is it is to count, and it's to crochet, count, and write it all down.
Gotcha.
So yeah, yeah, and that's it. Yeah, I'm an intermediate advanced. I can read patterns easily. Thankfully, there are tutorials. I do not know all the stitches. I know that there are some that I do not know, but I don't need to know them at the moment. So what I know just basically fits my needs. And yeah,
That's
and that's
awesome.
it. That's it.
Very nice work.
I'm gonna leave her there. I love her. And like I said in the Twitter, if I don't sell her, you know what? I'm not sad. I want to keep her.
Yeah, just take
But
some
anyway,
pictures and that's just part of your portfolio.
yeah. So yeah, and that's it.
All right. So I guess that means it is my turn.
What do you
All
have for
right.
us today?
All right. So I'll start off with some figurines here. I think I'm getting an echo somewhere.
If
Okay.
anybody has taken a screenshot, just put it up on the Twitter, and And yeah, tag us because we love to share.
All right. I am getting an echo and I can't figure out where. Let's see here. Okay, I'll just roll with it. Let me know if you guys are getting an echo in the chat. I'll try to fix it. All right, so the first thing I got is a Posket. I can never pronounce these things. This is kind of an inline to your crochet, and I got tuxedo masks. So I'll do the figurines here.
I have to do a tuxedo mask, but that's after I do. Who was it? I was going to do another one.
So this is the Posket figurine. I actually prefer these over the pop vinyls. Let's see if I can get this to. There we go.
Oh, there it is. Oh my gosh, she's so adorable. Oh my gosh, she has a bracelet. I have to add that. Okay, thank you.
Yep. So she's got the little bracelet right there.
Yeah. And I know I'm missing her ears and her earrings. I don't know if anybody knew that. And the details. You just get caught up in the details.
Yeah, and one thing I like about these figurines is that the eyes are definitely painted. You get the blue, the black, and then the little sparkle of the whites. Whereas the pop vinyls, they go all lazy with just the black, and it looks kind of weird. But this is definitely the next line I'm going to start collecting for the figurines.
That's so beautiful. She has a bow. Oh gosh. Okay.
This is Princess Serenity, and then eventually, when they go into the 30th century, she becomes Neo Queen Serenity, which she goes to the white hair. All right, and then the next one we've got is Tuxedo Mask. Now, this is the only one I could really find in a figure form. I've got some pop vinyls I'll do probably next show.
Okay.
But as far as figure form, this is the only size I could really find right now.
Oh, and the gentleman in our chat, just remember what Lethal Lightning said. Every guy should just learn a thing or two of Tuxedo Mask. You remember that, don't you? Great.
So she does transform, not in a transformer sense, R2.
Oh man.
So I did do a showcase of her, so you'll find her in another video on a turntable. And I'll eventually do Tuxedo Mask.
And when did you acquire Tuxedo Mask?
Just recently, actually. Before I got the bigger Eternal Sailor Moon figure, this was actually my latest purchase.
Okay.
Because they're coming out with this size scale of a line right now. And in my local anime store, I don't know how it is for everyone else, but I'm fortunate to have an anime store in my local mall. It's where I get all my wall scrolls, my figurines, and so forth. If you don't have like a store like that, then I usually recommend either Amazon or Facebook Marketplace.
Or you can ask me, of course.
Yeah, and you can have one specially made.
Yeah.
All right, and then the next thing I kind of want to show off. I don't know how this is going to capture, but it's going to be in this binder.
Oh.
So this, I'm trying to collect them, but this is the 90s Sailor Moon trading card game that they came out with.
Whoa! I remember those.
So I remember when I was a kid, I grew up in Salt Lake City, Utah, and they had this mall. It was like a 6-story mall is what I nicknamed it, because it was like 6 levels within the downtown of the city. It's been demolished, but at the very top, they had this anime store. And this is where I actually saw these cards for the first time. And I really wanted them, but I was also into Pokemon at the time when I was younger. So I was collecting those. And I'll show those off a little bit later. But I always told myself, if I get the opportunity to start collecting these, I would. And I finally got the opportunity to. So all of these cards, the card arts for them, come from the 90s anime.
Mm-hmm. So I remember those, but they weren't collectibles. There you go. They were. They were just normal cards. I didn't now that I remember, these ones I didn't get my hands on. I remember the normal like playing cards, but Sailor Moon style.
Yeah. Yeah, these ones actually. So I tried to play a game of this, and it's really a hybrid of multiple games. It's basically a little bit of Magic the Gathering and a little
Mm-hmm.
bit of Pokemon. It's kind of a breed of the two where you summon monsters, but you summon monsters to the opposite player's field, and then
Oh,
you have your scouts that you power up. And typically you
oh,
can only play like 2 scouts at a time or heroes or something like that. It's been a while since I played this, but
I remember. In my anime store, there used to be tournaments of Magic, and I actually did learn how to play Magic. Unfortunately, I never had the money because my parents never gave me the cash to actually buy any cards. And the 3 or 4 or 5 cards that I did get were like hand me downs from my friends. They're like, okay, yeah, we feel sorry for you. Here you go. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I got a Magic card.
yeah, when especially if you're going to get into playing like at local stores, you got to understand the formats when it comes to trading cards. So with Pokemon, with Magic, there's the standard format.
Mm-hmm.
With Magic the Gathering, it's like modern after that, and then Pokemon,
Mm-hmm.
it's extended format. And it's like just to invest in a good competitive deck, you really got to pay around $100 to $200 because you got to get those staple cards. And I'm more experienced with Pokemon because that's what I played with. I
Huh.
almost got a chance to play in regionals, but usually you have that one card that it's a must-have in a deck, and you always got to have like 4 copies of it.
Wow.
And that's usually what drives the price up of the deck because everyone needs
Wow.
it, and it gets competitive to try to find it.
And there are huge competitions on Magic. I don't know if there's
Oh yeah.
any of Sailor Moon, but Magic I do know.
No, no one plays Sailor Moon to my understanding. It's just so old,
Hmm.
and trying to find the cards for it, it's obviously out of print. So
Hmm.
no one plays it to my understanding. I haven't seen anyone play it.
Hmm.
So I can't remember. I think there's like 180 cards.
Wow. And where do you get these cards?
160. So these ones I got from eBay because really it's the
Okay.
only place you can find it. And even then, like a booster box goes for like almost $300-400. So it's like that's why I haven't finished this collection because it's going to be probably my entire lifetime to finish.
Oh wow, that's amazing.
So it'll be more of a trinket piece to pass down.
Hmm.
But it's what I enjoy. It's one of my big things I like to collect as well as trading cards.
If you ever got the chance to go to Japan, would you invest in trading cards there?
I would, yeah, I would buy some just to have the Japanese textures to say that it's authentic. I got it from Japan, and it'll nice to be in my collection. I do have actually some Pokemon Japanese cards just to
Mhm.
say that I got in my collection. But
Okay.
yeah, I'll definitely go over there and buy some because typically when it comes to trading cards, especially those I've come from Japan, they
Mhm.
usually release early, then they release it here in the US.
Hmm.
So
And then,
typically you can get like for Pokemon, for example, you can get the next booster box from Japan, but all be in Japanese text. And then
hmm.
usually about 3 to 4 months later, it'll release here in the US.
Hmm. Sweet. And then you got, oh wow, Moonlight Night. The fact that that Sailor Moon Usagi was like drooling over Moonlight Night, and that she was like pining over Darien that he didn't remember. He was like, okay, you know what, girl, choose one, okay?
Right?
Because she was drooling. It was so, I was like, oh my god, you're so pathetic. Just choose one. But anyway, wow, it's a really nice collection. Really beautiful. And that, aw, father and daughter. For those of you who do not know, who the relationship, that's Darien Mamoru, who is father of Rini, um, little Usagi, mini Usagi, you could say.
Yeah, it gets kind of complicated because that's Arini from the future. She
Mm.
travels in the past. Spoiler if you haven't seen it yet. But
Spoiler
It
alert.
get kind of complicated because they use time travel, but more respectable timeline or time
Yeah.
travel. Nothing
It's
like you
not
see
like
today.
yeah, it's not like Back to the Future type. Like, well, it is actually.
So if I remember correctly, they came out with the base set, and then they came out with a past expansion set and a future
cool.
expansion set.
Oh wow.
So that's kind of the list there.
Mm-hmm. Oh sweet. Mint. And they based it on all seasons.
Yes. I think they stopped after they went to Crystal Tokyo because I don't see any card art after
Oh,
that.
okay. Okay. Because yeah, I don't see any Sailor Moon stars, for example. I'm pretty much
I haven't
seeing.
seen any. I didn't see any card art that comes with the Sailor Stars. I think it stopped after season 4.
Okay. Yeah, that's better. Yeah, that camera is so much better. Warm feelings. Aw. So cute.
It's definitely one of my favorite seasons when they go into Crystal Tokyo.
Ah. I don't know. I'm torn up about that. It's just I love the first season. I love what like the whole thing that she discovers herself as Princess Serenity and she remembers everything. And I just love that, you know. Oh, that's Usagi's mom. For those of you who do not know, that is the previous Queen Serenity, Serena's mom from the past, and part of the ruler, the ruler of the ancient Moon Kingdom, which is based on the moon, basically.
And I think I have a card art of that. I need to find it in here.
And so, for those of you who do not know, also the lineage of Sailor of the Moon Kingdom, when they reach a certain maturity, which I think it is like the age of 22, something like that, 22, 23, they stop aging. There it is. That's the Moon Kingdom. Oh wow, and it's like, oh, look at that. That's pretty.
The holographic, yeah.
Oh, so nice. That one must that one's a gem. So they stop aging, and they become eternal until somebody else basically kills them. From what I understand, and anybody who enters a relationship with the heir of the Moon Kingdom also acquires that eternal non-aging characteristic, you could say. So, oh my gosh, the Doom Tree, that's season 2.
Yep. Now, I don't remember if this is in the manga or not. I don't think it is.
No, it's not. I've read the mangas. It's not there. That was introduced. Gato
I know
Paravilla!
Gato.
Stop aging at 23. Sign me up. Definitely. They are at the peak of their, they're at their prime and they stop aging. So that's why King Endymion, which is Darien, Sailor Moon's eternal boyfriend, when he marries Princess Serenity, he acquires that characteristic and therefore never ages. He's at the top of his prime, like forever. And yes, he is Prince of the Earth, which is pretty intriguing because you got all these princesses. You got Princess Mercury, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus, Neptune, Pluto. But you got a Prince of the Earth, you know? So like one guy out of all these planets, and there's just one of them that is a guy, and that's from Earth. So, anyway, That's just me rumbling.
No, it's good. As I try to find some good cards here to.
Gato, so good to see you. I hope you saw
Welcome, Gato.
I hope you saw my Princess Serenity. Okay, so Malachite is from the Negaverse. He is actually named Kunzite. That's his original name. And he's Kunzite, right?
I think so. I didn't realize they switched names. I thought they kept the names from the anime to manga, but I have to reread it to see what what the names changed.
Some of them they did. They did keep it. For example, they did keep Jedi. They did keep Nephrite.
Nephrite,
yeah. Zoisite also, but Kunzite they did change. And for those of you who don't know either, I was late and I missed it. Oh, Gato, I'm so sorry.
We can show it at the end. We can show it at the end.
Zoisite. By the way, that's a guy. Just so you know. The only Usagi I know is Usagi Yomibo. Oh, I'm so sorry. Well, I don't know which one is first, but I'm definitely going to root for Usagi from Sailor Moon. Sorry, R2. So that's Jedi. So these characters are from the first season and from the first manga, or the first stories from the manga. And they were actually knights in the service of the Prince of Earth, who is Prince Endymion. And when Prince Endymion is killed, because he is literally killed, okay, he's killed by his lover, actually, a girl who fell in love with him, but it wasn't corresponded. So he dies. Princess Serenity in the anime dies with him, but in the manga kills herself, Harikiri, right?
Yep.
They do not die. They are brainwashed to think that the Moon Kingdom is evil. The prince tries to dissuade them, says, no, that's not true. They don't listen to him, but when he dies and is sent to 20th century Earth, oh, that's Luna. Luna, Lunita, Lunera. Sorry, my Spanish got with me. So when they go, they try to find their prince to protect him, but they fall into the hands of Beryl. And Beryl was actually, well, she wasn't a princess. She was more like, she wasn't a handmaid. And also she was kind of like a court, probably somebody from the court.
I'll have to reread it again. I could have sworn she also was another queen on the moon, but I'll have to reread it.
No, she was an earthling. I remember she was an earthling. Well, at least that's what I understood. I've been taking some screen caps and uploading. Oh, thank you so much, R2. That awesome, is so sweet. So, so they fall into the trap of Beryl, and they are brainwashed again to find the moon crystal, to find the princess, and basically to kill off everybody else. To like cut the story short. And in the manga, they remember their previous lives, and they remember that they were in a loving relationship with the other sailors. So these sailors were definitely not going to be old maids. Okay, they were going to get they were going to get life partners, you could say. Sailor Mercury, for example, is the weakest, yet she is, I would say she's probably the smartest of them all. She is paired off with Zoisite, who has a more masculine appearance in the mangas, whereas in the anime, it's a lot more feminine-like. Sailor Mars, who is a badass.
Yep.
And a bully, which is why I do not like her so much.
It's tough love.
Tough love? Oh, man. Anyway, Sailor Mars is paired off with Jadeite, the guy with short hair. Well, that's Sailor Moon. She's paired off with Darian, as always. And she's a crybaby. So, and afterwards, Sailor Venus, who is going to pop up right here. Sailor V. She's like this Hollywood movie star. And she's a slacker, just like Sailor Moon, which is funny.
So the card art that this was taken from, if I remember correctly, this was like one of the final ones before they went to Queen Beryl, when she was shown for the first time, and it was probably one of my favorite episodes. It was such an epic battle.
Mm. I don't specifically remember. I think I have to watch the whole anime again. I'll probably do that. But anyway, I do remember that Sailor V was the strongest of them all. And she was paired up with Kunsight, who is the strongest of the 4 knights. So, and then afterwards, Sailor Jupiter was paired up with Nephrite. And it's really nice because it's not in DeviantArt, but there he is. That's Nephrite. Maxfield Stanton is his.
I really hated how they did this in the anime with Molly.
Yeah,
it's like after reading the manga, these guys were supposed to be partnered with the Scouts. It's like I wish I could have seen that in the anime form.
Yes, I agree. Well, in Crystal, they tried. In Sailor Moon Crystal, they did do it. They did do it. So I know when they paired up with Molly, I'm like, no, that doesn't work. I mean, it just without reading the manga, it's like that's not how it works.
But when he died on Molly's arms, that was definitely one of the more sadder moments.
Oh yeah, because he has he ultimately transformed. I mean, he restored his heart. Yeah. Serena's house, slacker. So another fun fact is that Serena, even though she knows that she's going to be Queen Serenity, is still a slacker. She doesn't like to study. She only likes to eat, play video games. Sounds very familiar. And and basically just, live life. And well, when she pairs up, when Sailor V comes into the group, they're like, oh my gosh, I can finally fail with somebody else. Oh, that is a sweet part when Rini, the daughter, she sees her mom crystallized. So see your own mom crystallized, and she knows that she's alive, but she's kind of asleep, and she's like, oh, "Mom, wake up!" And the mom doesn't wake up. So it's very sad. And Rini, for those of you who know, is about 900 years old. Right there. Yeah. That little kid is 900 years old. Oh, there's Anne.
So these cards are interesting because I was trying to figure out exactly what Ponjin Kin is. And the best way to really describe what this is the Japanese version of rock, paper, scissors for us here in the U.S.
Oh, so look at that. Oh, the hands. If you look at the hands, look, paper. Paper is open hand. By the way, that's Anne, season 2.
The Doom Tree.
Yeah. That's definitely paper.
Probably scissors.
Yep, exactly. Scissors. Sailor Venus.
And this is how you would determine who would go first in the card game.
Get out of here.
But most card games here in the U.S., they usually roll a dice.
Okay. Rice, nori, and chopsticks. I would probably eat them, not use them. Avery, thank you so much for coming.
How you doing,
Avery? Paper, sorry. I thought you were saying goodbye.
Oh,
but
gotcha.
Yes, it's paper. Good work. And yeah, that would be rock.
So yeah, that's what I wanted to showcase for today is the TCG Sailor Moon. It does exist, but it's also really rare.
In a
And
few
then
years,
there's
well, you guys, you and basically you and the rest of the people in the chat know a lot more about collectibles and stuff like that. I have no idea. These cards, oh, I'm so sorry, Avery. Thank you. High five to you. I don't have my. I'm gonna open my cell phone, see how that goes. I was gonna ask you, in a few years, well, maybe a lot more than a few years, how are the prices going to go up with these? I mean,
so it really comes down to supply and demand. If there's demand for the product, then obviously the cost is going to go up. And it also kind of depends on what collectible you're going after. So if you're going after figurines, typically they're worth more if they're sealed in the box and never been opened. If they've been opened, then obviously it's going to decrease in the value of it. Usually having the boxes with the figurine is good. That increases the value. But again, if it's not sealed, then it just depends. And for these trading cards, it just depends on the market. I've seen some singles go for $3 to $5, others go for $10, which is actually really good for this type of game. But when it comes to sealed product, like sealed booster boxes, sealed starter decks, and everything, then they usually go for double the price that would have come out back in like the 90s. So in the future, I could see it potentially tripling if need be, because now we got Crystal coming out. So now there's an increased demand for Sailor Moon products. So the prices have gone up, I've been noticing. So it just depends. It just depends.
Oh, that's interesting. So. That's pretty cool. And I don't know, but I'm really a little bit behind about my Sailor Moon news. Is there anything else that's going to come out? Not really sure.
It's been hit or miss. They really don't advertise the figurines. Typically, you would have to watch the manufacturer's websites for announcements, usually on Twitter or Facebook, if you know what manufacturer these figurines are coming from. I've been noticing HotToys.com has been announcing them, so I've been following them a lot more closely now. But yeah, you really got to keep your eyes open. So. All right. And then the last thing I want to debut actually comes from our community, because I actually got in the mail.
Oh, no. Oh, my gosh. Oh, R2, you know what to do. You know what to do. Do it.
So she came in. So I love everything about chibis. I mean, you can see my Ice Dragon chibi in the top right-hand corner. And then when
you saw
Tabitha, thank you. Yeah. Was selling these, I know it's like I need a Gina Carano. And then when I saw that it was in chibi form and also in print, because those are two things I really like, it was a match made in heaven. It's like, okay, instant buy.
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, Tabitha, there you are. Your thing is premiering. Oh wow, she's such a beauty. I panicked and threw my phone.
There we go. So I have those two hold her down. But yeah, I got to get a frame for it and then hang it on my wall.
Oh,
I've got so many. So I got so many prints. I'll probably do that also for the next show. But I've been collecting a lot of prints lately.
Oh, that's really beautiful. She should do a sticker. I'm gonna tell her that she should do a sticker with these, because I see a lot of people also buying stickers and putting them on their laptops and stuff like that.
Right. So. And I'm kicking myself a little bit for not, because I saw the Gina Carano figures at the store many times, and then when they actually announced that she was let go / fired, you can't find those anymore, and I'm kicking myself for not getting one of those for my collection. But when I saw this, like, this is perfect. It's independent. It matches my collection that I I'm growing, and
Wow.
it's great.
And it's
So
such a beautiful figure. I mean,
it
I mean,
is.
look at the details, the use of color. It's amazing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm excited to see what other chibis are coming down the line.
She's doing another chibi actually, and she's going to be premiering on her channel if she hasn't put up the video yet. I know she's been giving us glimpses on Twitter of the stuff, but I'm not really sure who it is yet. But
She needs to do the Friday Night Tights crew. I would buy those up in a heartbeat.
oh, that's an idea.
Yep.
That's
To
a
have the
great idea.
whole Friday Night Tights cast on my wall. That may sound creepy, but as a collector, that'll be awesome. So
Well, you did see Janet from Another Planet.
mhm.
Um, I thought it was R2. I thought it was Wednesday Adams, but she said I was wrong. It's not Wednesday Adams. Wednesday Adams has this creepy looking kind of, I don't know, creepy look, you could say. And the one that she was doing had this nice, probably mischievous look, but I wouldn't say creepy. So no. And I was gonna say, oh yeah, Jen from Another Planet did a mosaic. Oh, what are you doing?
Some little sneak peek there.
Last Saturday's live stream, I wasn't able to get everything. I wasn't. I had to leave, but it was so good.
It was.
It was so good. I love Lethal. He just cracks me up. He's like this all. You gotta get your shit together. You gotta get her. Like,
No, it's a great time to be a Sailor Moon fan. I'm really excited.
it's a great time to be a Sailor Moon fan always.
Yes, yes, it is.
No.
My
Great
favorite
story.
anime, and it's like they always if there. I have had this question before. It's like if you were to live in what universe would that be? And it's like, well, duh. For me, it's Sailor Moon. I'll live in that universe in a heartbeat.
Oh gosh, I'm split in half because I am a huge Magic Knights Rayearth fan. So I really like that anime. So I don't know. I remember there was this meme they put up, and it said choose your tables. Who would you sit with? And you had one all Dragon Ball, 2 Yu-Gi-Oh, 3 Ramna, uh, 4 Sailor Moon, 5 Magic Knights Rayearth, 6 I got it. I didn't remember. But it was like these well-known animes, and I'm like, I would split myself in half, and I would sit with Sailor Moon and Magic Knights Rayearth. I mean, I don't even care. I do like Dragon Ball. I do like Pokemon.
Mhm.
But these two stories are just so epic. No competition. Sorry.
Yeah, Digimon's my second because
Oh,
I love Digimon, and then Pokemon's probably a close third, and Star Wars a fourth. But so many good universes,
good stories with good content um, deserve good fans.
right?
So yeah.
So, do you want to showcase your?
Okay. I don't know if Gato, are you still there? Gatito. He visto un lindo gatito.
Well, let's go ahead and show it off one more time.
All right. Let me turn off my computer. Chun, 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 chun.
And then we'll do our closing remarks.
There she is.
So cool.
There she
There's
is,
Gato.
Gato. Thank you so much. There she is. So this is my Sailor Moon crochet doll. Recently done her dress. Like I said, I'm an addict for details. So the details here, I am not going to throw up her dress. She is decent, okay? I think this podcast should be called I'll show you mine if you show me yours. Definitely.
That's
So
hilarious.
so I'm not gonna put up her whole dress. I'm just gonna put up her small dress, like her main dress. No, it's all crocheted. Took me about 3 days, 8 hours of work. And then this was added organza. She has her eyes are embroidered. Also, her moon, her crescent moon, is embroidered. Her teeth are there. She's missing her lips, that's for sure. Her nose. I showed a friend who came by this weekend. I'm like, oh, look at my doll. It's like her nose is too big. I'm like, okay, thank you for criticizing it in the minute zero. And it's like, it's nice, but her nose is too big. And I'm like, her nose is not too big. It's fine. Anyway, and the details are, for example, she has fingers, whereas in my previous crochet dolls, they only have like this big, I don't know, you could say glove. But in this case, she does have fingers. I used varnish, 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 varnish. That's it. To create, uh, to stiffen them and give them a nice form. She has wires inside, copper wires, so it's very bendable. If you, for example, if you want to hold her up, she can be moved, and she stays there, and then she could go back to her original form. So that's fine if anybody wants to play with her in that sense. Those are her dumplings. And these are actually put one by one. If you notice them right there, those are placed thread by thread. Her bangs are also sewed on. There's one that's glued, but I'm not going to tell you which one it is. Okay. And yeah, and she's ready to go, actually. She just needs these small minor details, just to finish it off. But she's ready to sell if anybody is willing to buy her. And if not, I am going to keep her because she's so beautiful. I'm really
Yeah,
happy.
that's an amazing figure.
So yeah. Thank you, Gato.
All right. So the Geeky Crochet, what do you have coming up?
Oh man, what I don't have coming up. Okay, so tomorrow I would like to invite everybody, as always, 8:15 Central Time to my storytelling podcast, Pure Storytelling, Unlocking Lore. That is on my channel. I will be linking I will be sharing the link on Twitter later on today, or tonight. And then in 2 weeks' time, R2, the Icky, and I are going to be reviewing a classic, well-known, beloved movie, Willow. And it's going to be so amazing because we have a special surprise for that one there. We don't want to share it yet, because we're working out the details. But it's going to be a blast. It's going to be amazing. So yeah, I'm going to have that. And what about you, Ray Ron? What do you have coming up?
I have way too many things. All right. So yes, I have multiple channels I'm kind of working on. I have the Ends Collectables here, which is the one you guys are on right now. If you guys are interested in all the stuff that I collect, not just Sailor Moon, but a whole bunch of other things, from Warhammer to collectible cars to everything, you'll find that on this channel. I have my After Dark channel where I'm going to start getting to the pop culture war a little bit because I'm tired of my favorite things to just get trashed. And I also do manga reviews. That's a huge section of that channel as well. And that's where you'll find the my Sailor Moon manga reviews and any other mangas. I'm currently reading Demon Slayer, and I'm loving every bit of it. So that'll probably be the next one that I do a review on. And then I've got my model railroading channel. So if you're into that stuff, I've got a whole nother channel dedicated to that stuff for hobbies and so forth. And then you'll find all my content at rayronvr.com. And I'll type that in here as well. So you'll find all the latest and greatest on my website.
Yeah.
But
Beautiful website.
all right, I think that's all we got for you guys today. Thank you so much. The Icey Fellowship is probably what I'm going to call you guys because we're all part of a fellowship. Just a little bit biased because I love icy stuff with my avatar.
You gotta read that trilogy that I mentioned.
Yes, I do.
Uglies, Pretties, and Specials. It has the icy part. I know you're gonna like that. Icy. Yes. You have to be icy. I can send them to you. I have the EPUBs if you're interested. And
yes,
anybody
please.
else.
Yeah, shoot it to me on Twitter and I'll definitely read it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for coming on, everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
And I will see you guys tomorrow, hopefully.
And we will announce on Twitter when the next 2 episodes of this podcast is going to be because it's going to be offset days a little bit, or offset weeks, I should say. So we will announce it when our 2 days are going to be in October, and then we'll take it from there. But with that, guys, like, comment, subscribe to both of our channels, and I'll see you guys later.
Wing hugs.
Wing hugs.
Bye.